All right, good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock here in the morning, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our Keystroke Live. Today we're going to go over the manufacturer coupons and how we handle those in Keystroke Point of Sale. As always, we do Keystroke Live at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays, and today we're going to be doing manufacturer coupons. I've gone ahead and muted the group here, and if you need to ask a question or would like to interrupt, just use the chat with GoToMeeting. I'll try to pay attention to what's down there. This is manufacturer coupons are using Keystroke. We actually use the process used by the UPC Council, and this is where you scan manufacturer coupons into Keystroke, and Keystroke actually looks for other items that you purchased to make sure that you are eligible to use the coupon on the purchase. The barcode normally starts with 5, the number 5 in the first place, and then has at least 11 digits. It's a standard UPC barcode. In Keystroke, we're going to go through the setup of one inventory item, kind of turns on the manufacturer coupon feature within Keystroke, and once you've set up the one item, you can use it for reporting purposes, and it shows you what the discounts are and so forth. We'll show you how to turn on the parameter by using this inventory item. And we're also going to talk about the company prefix and the value codes for manufacturer coupons. I'm going to quickly go to the next page here and then come back to this one. Basically, these are barcodes, and I just didn't have an example today, but that you get in your daily newspaper or Sunday newspaper that, and other fashions that give you discounts on certain items. These coupons actually have a very strict kind of process in how they are created. These are not coupons you can create yourself. Again, there's a leading 5 in the scanned barcode, then the company prefix is digits 2 through 6. We'll go over that quickly. The family code is characters 7 through 9. We don't use that in Keystroke. And the value code is digits 10 and 11. This I don't have a listing, but this is pretty much the bread and butter of what these things do. You could have a code that represents $2 off 3 or more. You could have a coupon that says 75 cents off of 2. So there's many different types of codes, and you can't really look at a coupon to know what the deal is, except for looking at the writing on it. Keystroke does search the items that have already previously been entered on the line items to make sure you're eligible for the requirements. And we're going to give an example here of if you buy 2 cases of Pepsi, you receive $2 off. And if you do not buy the required amount, Keystroke will tell you so. I'm going to go back a page here, and we'll jump into Keystroke here and show you how it's kind of set up. What I'm using here is some modified tutor data, and I'm going to first go into Database Manager and just show you an inventory item that we've added, and this will be out in future release of our sample data or tutor data. We currently use a Pepsi Cola case in Keystroke sample data. This product code is an actual real barcode of the Pepsi case, and it includes the prefix is 0, which means it's a UPC item. This right here, the 1200, represents the actual manufacturer, which is Pepsi, and some other information about what item from Pepsi it would be. And this would be the check digit, the number 1. We've created this item. Whoops, check that box by accident. And I put some notes in just to help me today. So I'm thinking about putting this in the sample data. I put a comment on this item just where we have found a coupon. And when we scan it into Notepad or something like that, it would actually read these characters. This would be the actual coupon that would be scanned. This was a coupon for $2 off 2 24-count cases. So we've created this sample item here in our tutor sample data. I'm going to go show you how it's set up and used. First thing you need to do in Database Manager, you have to set up a coupon item. You can do this on the fly in Sales Manager, but I'm just in Database Manager. This is an item I've already set up. We do have some information on how to set this item up in our F1 help, and it does discuss about some of the different caveats to this. Let me see if I can pull this up here, and we'll be right back with you. Here's a sample of our F1 help screen about creating a special coupon item in Keystroke. And it was under the index section. I had typed in coupons, and here's a list. If you can see this list, I'm not sure how it's going through. And this is where I found this information. I just typed in coupons and got to this information. The item here has just some very specific minimal stuff you want to put on it. It's a new inventory database item. We set all the prices and cost fields to 0. The program will actually automatically change these for you. We set the service parameter to on, the sale quantity to -1. And notice that the tax, the price, and commission codes are left blank. That is because this process in Keystroke will assign it to the same items, tax, commission code, and price table that was already assigned to the item before. So let's go back to the Keystroke, and I'll show you how we set up this item. This here's the coupon item I just recently set up. I just kept a simple description called a coupon item. I actually put a product code in that would be helpful for reporting later. Notice that the average cost, base price, and all the prices are set to 0. We have a service item being checked. And the sale quantity over here, make sure that's a -1, not a +1 by default. And when you add a new item, the price code and the tax codes and the pay codes all kind of come up with their asterisk or defaults. I think pay code is null. But make sure we blank these 4 fields out in the product. Pay code would be the food stamp item if you're in regular POS. So this is a sample of the coupon item. We're going to go to Sales Manager and show you the one setting you have to use to get this all to work. To turn on the feature, you go to the Transaction menu, you select Parameters, and under Entry, under Line Item is where we're going to set this up. Down at the very bottom of the screen, you have this coupon item. This is where you put that stock number in. Normally this is set to 0, and it shows you UCC coupons are off. I would hit Insert. I would either find the item that I'm going to use, and I already have it highlighted here, or I'd hit Insert again and make that item, remembering to change these fields below. So we're going to select the coupon item I've already created. It's stock number 127 in our sample data. And we say OK. And this, by doing that, the process is now turned on. Let's give an example here to show you how it kind of works. I know that I have got the Pepsi case. Here we're selling it for $12 a case. And when I hit enter on this, it puts in a quantity of 1. I'm going to do a little cheating here because I should have... I'm going to copy this into my keyboard buffer here, so I have it. Now if I only sold one of these items, and the coupon that I have in my hand that I'm going to scan was for buy 2 get $2 off, if I scan that coupon, it would look like this. It would come across the screen as a scanned coupon, and I'd hit enter, and it would give me the message that the coupon's not accepted, the required quantity of items has not been met. And that's part of that barcode that tells you what the actual value is, the $2 off 2 or more in this case. But now if I sell 2 of these items, then I'll go ahead and use that coupon again, scan the same item, and I'll hit enter in this example. It now comes up with the coupon item. It puts in the quantity of -1 that we've told it to do. It shows the $2 off value, and we now have received $2 off. This would work the same if the item was on sale. So sometimes you can keep in mind you can give somebody a sale price and then the coupon on top of that. So make sure you know that that's going on. Let's say I turn this item as on sale right here, and let's say they're being sold for this price. I'm going to go ahead and just start a new transaction. So let's say the Pepsi cases are on sale. One case of 24 is $9.99. If I buy 2 cases or more, I'll go ahead and buy 2, scan the coupon. Now I get $2 off the lower price. So the item that the coupon item, if we look at this barcode, the important parts about it is that it starts with a 5. It has the first 5 digits. That's the actual manufacturer's code. This information in here, these 2 or 3 characters, 7, 8, and 9, do not get used by Keystroke. That's the family code. Oops, sorry. And this last little part, this 51, that actually tells it $2 off too. And don't ask me where those came from. That's just the UCC Council's way of doing things. So let's go back to, so then we can go ahead and just tender this out and so forth and go from there. So that's kind of there's some more information, by the way, in the F1 help screens. Let me go back to them and just show you this information. When you go under the index and you type in coupons, you get a lot of different options here. You can go review if you'd like about the UCC standards and the guidelines. This is the Solution Center if you want to know more about it. If I go back to my index, there's some things here. What Keystroke does kind of gives you some information on what actually we're doing with the coupon itself. One thing I would like to point out is there's been some questions about coupons that use a different, let's say this Pepsi case, sometimes they come with a shorter product code. The key that the coupons look for is that it's looking for the actual full product code in the item. But there might be a time where an item, case of Pepsi or can of Pepsi or let's say a pack of cigarettes or something comes with a smaller UPC code. Let's say that UPC code, and I'm going to make something up right here. Just going to throw it in here. Let's just say this UPC code came up with this number here in the barcode. We could put this number here into the alternate codes, and I've actually pasted this in. I'm kind of making up a fictitious code here, but let's say the barcode was a smaller version of the same thing, and I'm going to get rid of it here in the extended description. So this would be the case that I would come in and sell the item with the lower code, and watch when I would scan in the lower code, it would actually replace it with the item's full product ID that has the vendor's information. They call it the company code. A company prefix is what they call it. So the company prefix has to be part of the product code, otherwise the process won't work. It doesn't look at class or department or anywhere else for that. It actually looks at the product code on the line item. And then, so even though we're scanning it in with a different code, it's going to find it and merge them together, and then we can use the coupon for it. So that's kind of one of the tricks about having that happen. Hopefully I am looking at...
The help screen is still on top of Keystroke, Mike.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Is it there now?
It's just a delay on the screen popping back up, and there you go. Perfect.
All right, well, let me go through just the last thing I just mentioned. Thanks, Nick. I was showing an example here that this would be the full product code, but sometimes cases don't have the full product code on them, or let's say if you buy a single soda out of a that came from a 6-pack, it has a slightly different barcode. You would need to put that alternate code that it might actually be on the product here in the alternate codes, This allows the item to be found when scanning, but what's most important if we're going to use manufacturer coupons is that the full product code, which you may not be able to find on the packaging itself, you may have to get it from your vendor who supplies you the information. The full product code must be in the product code field. So I was showing here on a new sale, if I scan in the smaller code, like the 6-digit code, and I hit enter, it's going to go ahead and find the Pepsi case for me. But the product code here on the line item detail actually has the full number. And it needs to see they call it the company prefix, to be able to identify that the coupon is eligible for this item. And there's some information in the F1 help about what characters go where, and I'll go back to our little slideshow here in a second. I'm going to grab this number. You may not see what I'm doing. That's okay. So once I sell 2 of these items, and then I can go ahead, even though I scanned them in with a different code, the coupon is still looking for this vendor company prefix here, and once it's found, it'll give the discount. So let me jump back to our slideshow, and then we'll open it up for discussion here about questions we might have. And here's a PowerPoint. So the way the whole process works is that the coupon is going to start with the leading 5. The company prefix is going to be digits 2 through 6, and that's important. Even if you have a shorter barcode, which eliminates the company prefix, you still need the longer barcode in the PC in the product code field. This family code, these are digits 7 through 9. They're not applicable in Keystroke at this time. Value code is digits 10 through 11. There's a 99 different value codes that can be used. And again, Keystroke searches for the company prefix in the product code. So that's why we have to put the full product code in the Keystroke product code field. So I'll open up here for any questions, and let me know if you have any questions on our manufacturer coupons today.
Oh, so you live in our old condo? Yeah, right underneath your neighbor.
All right, well, I don't think that's the question coming out, so...
Okay.
I can't, I'm going to...
Let me, if you,
Pardon me? I can't find out who it is. That's funny.
Yeah, I can't figure it out either.
With this new interface. All right, well, thank you very much. Please call us at our 800 number if you have any questions. Next week, Lynn Gusens is going to go over the gratuity feature. We've showed this in the past. All right, well, if you don't have any questions, feel free to give us a call later when you start trying this. Remember, the F1 help screens are a great resource for information. Thank you.